Good day, podcast community. I'm Pete Kane, Podcast Pete. And our topic today is high performance coaching can help you win in today's competitive environment. Because the question you have to ask yourself, why is what I did 2 years ago not working today? Why is it not working? Times change, strategies change, and we have to be aware of the trends and the things that are happening in our country today and in our world of trying to get the attention of people. Attention is the new commodity. And if you don't have a way to get the attention of people, you're going to be talking to a brick wall. And let me explain a little bit more. Who does Google say you are? We still Google people. We use AI. We're using all kinds of different ways. It used to be that was the primary way. Still is in this sense, because podcasting is growing in popularity. I had a person say one time, like, oh, you podcast, everybody's podcasting. Well, you're right, because it works. If everybody's doing it, it works. Now, can everybody execute like you? Maybe just doing it is not the thing. You got to do it with a purpose. You got to do it with a strategy. And with our community, the strategy we work with you on is giving 90% away, because we are creating podcasts with our community, because every asset you create is out there. And today you have to be out there more. A website, not working like it used to. An authoritative website is not enough to dominate your name. See, people buy from people. People buy from people. They don't buy from companies. They buy from people. So what's changing is you have to recognize that and understand that if people buy from people, they got to find you. They got to be able to find you out there. They got to be able to know you, like you, and trust you. Never changes, but what has changed is the digital landscape has changed. You have so many people creating content out there that one podcast, one website, one book is not enough. But you have to say to yourself, how do I do it? How do I compete? How do I create enough podcasts that will allow me to have a bigger profile, give people an opportunity to learn about me? See, once I meet you, I'm going to Google you. And if I Google you and it's a ghost town, like one website, a LinkedIn profile, and maybe your YouTube channel, that's it, and I don't see anything else on the first page of Google, then I go on to the next thing I'm going to do, because my time is valuable. The old saying, like, I go to a website and only have 3 seconds. Well, yeah. But what if you dominate and you allow people to get to know you, like you, and trust you? So you got to work on your pitch. You got to work on your digital content. And to do that, we offer which people can come on our podcast, see it. Because you go to Costco, and what do they have? A lot of samples. If you're in the U.S., Costco is what a lot of people go to. They have, you go there, it's crazy busy because it's value, and they let you sample things. So you have tables set up all over the place, and you can sample it before you buy something. So what do we want to do? Same thing. We want to give you a podcast, because you got to see and understand why a podcast makes a difference. And if you're so busy being busy doing what you did a couple years ago, trying to build up your website, trying to optimize your LinkedIn profile. Those are 2 links. That's it. That doesn't dominate. You can't like when Netflix used to come out, or when it did come out, it was the first time we could binge. We could binge and watch many, many hours of shows. It wasn't show on Monday and at 5 o'clock, and then you had to wait till the next Monday to see. It's like when 24. I'm of age where 24 was hot. Jack Bauer was the man, but you had to wait for the next week to hear it. So it would go click, 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 and then you had to wait. Now we're in an instant society. We want it now. Well, you got to give people you now. That means you got to create more, put it out there. So for us, come on our podcast, take a short assessment. Let me understand who you are so I can ask good questions, so I can give people a good story of who you are. Because the more they know you, the more the chances are they get to trust you and do business with you. But you got to put yourself out there. So if you put yourself out there and allow people to get to know you, they know, like, and trust you. And when they know, like, and trust you, there's a better chance for them to do business with you. So look at my name, then look at your name and see the gap. Now, for you, the offer is come on my podcast. Jump on my podcast. Let me learn your story. Let me put a digital asset out there. And for a lot of our people in our community, we're doing 1 hour a week to start the process. You got to start somewhere. You can't keep thinking that, I just don't know where to start. I don't know what mic to get. I don't know where to put it. Don't know how to show notes put together. And you're asking yourself all these questions. In the meantime, time is ticking and you're losing valuable time to get your profile built, because the more people can consume you, the more people can get to know you online. The world has changed. It's more global. It's more digital. So if you don't put yourself out there, like we say in a podcast, you don't publish things, assets, like a book. If you don't put an authoritative book out there to help people to get to know you, you don't have to put a novel. You don't need World War and Peace out there on you. You just need a story talking about your story and your authority. So it's a short book. It's not a big book, but you give them away. We give away 1,000. That's our strategy with our community and our people. Give away your book. Give people opportunity to get to know you. And then build thriving communities, both locally and globally. Locally, we do a live event coming up the 4th Saturday of each month. So if you want to go to our live event, you can go to pkme.me/live. We did a virtual event Friday morning from 8 to 9:30. 10 speakers, 15 talks. That's the same thing we do in our live event. Now, I ended up talking more because we're just getting started. But you always got to think, what is working, what is not? What is working, what is not? So the old get them in a funnel and take them through a process, well, it's kind of a different type of funnel. Still, you got to get to know the person. So the journey of now to be effective is give people reasons to like you, know you, and trust you. So you got to put yourself out there. Starts with a podcast. One podcast. What is it? The journey of 1,000 miles starts with the first step. The journey of the new era of you being the person, because people buy from people, you got to put yourself out there. Now, if you don't want to do that, then that's fine. But that's what's working. That's why the recent election, one candidate did 40 hours of podcasting, one did hardly 2. I don't know, a couple. That's all she did. One lost, one won. You pick it. Hey, you know which one won because he's president. But he did Joe Rogan 3 hours. Can't fool anybody with a 3 hour long form podcast. That's why you're seeing the creation of the start of the creation. It's not started, it's been started. But it's not too late to start. Our community, we do 12-week transformations. We do monthly. We have a monthly club. And that monthly club allows people to get started. We want to help you get started. Get started. Do a podcast. Come to a virtual event. Come to a live event. We do weekly connects where we help our people connect. You go to pkane.me/connect. We connect on Wednesday. We connect on our virtual events on Friday. We connect on our locally at our live events where people can not only they learn how to speak, because you have to be able to put yourself out there. People want to see that you're getting better, you're communicating better, and we record these so each of our individuals, each of our thrivers that want to thrive to be part of a community are putting themselves on a platform, learning to talk for 5 minutes, 3 points. So we want to give you a podcast. Start with a podcast. Be a guest on our podcast. Let me get to know you. Let me connect you to people in our community. Let me help you to learn the new way of doing business. We always say podcast, publish, and build thriving communities. We do our thriving communities when our 12-week transformation, which is our magazine that we produce, that we publish. Let me see if I can give you the people that want to go see and check us out. There's a video there. You can learn more. But let me see if I can get you to, where is the magazine? I know it's there. Man, I'm going to have to be better organized here because I can't find it. I'm in StreamYard here, and let's see. Boom, 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 connect. Yeah, that's not it. Oh, well. Here we go. I know we have it. There we go. Go to pk.me/magazine. That's where you can see what our 12-week transformation is all about. It's helping you be in a community of 20 people and your key strategic partners. So, podcast, publish, and build thriving communities. That's what we're all about. Thank you so much. Be bold, make a difference, and have fun. Be bold, make a difference.